Hello friends, this is Manish Nigam and today I am going to discuss with you the unseen passage reading section class 9, 10, 11 and 12. This year the boards all boards, not only the CBSE, all boards have changed the pattern of this unseen passage. Earlier we had this simple method that was a traditional one where we read the passage and after that we read the questions and solved them. It was an easy task. But this year the things are entirely changed. So now we have to understand the main points. How can we get full marks? Okay. And I assure you that if you follow these tricks, what I'm going to elaborate before you, all these 8 tricks are there. And if you follow all those 8 tricks, I assure you that you will get full marks. So please stay with me and watch carefully. First of all, let me clarify that your exams are going to start by March and class 9 and 11 and board class 10 and 12 by the beginning of May, I think. Timetable has not been announced yet. So we have ample amount of time and we can utilize that time by this number 1 point, that is read the solved passage. Now the question comes, from where do we get the solved passage? Because we have all old passages. This year the pattern is changed as I mentioned before. So the pattern is that you will get MCQ questions. What was the previous plan or the previous idea? That if you wrote something there, copied from the passage and wrote a particular line, the board allowed you to just give 1 marks or half marks. But this year, if anything is wrong, there is a possibility that you will ruin all your marks. So now you have to be very careful this year. So that's why remember point number 1, read the solved passage. Now you can say that, sir, we don't have time. When do we get this? We have maths, we have chemistry, we have physics, we have accounts, a lot of things to be completed. Don't worry. Utilize the interval time. Now you may ask, what is this interval? So suppose you have worked for 2-3 hours, you have been in a coaching, you have worked for maths, physics and all. Now you want to relax. Just sit comfortably, okay? Open one page, you can download the sample paper, okay? Go to the CBSE site or any other board site, you will get the sample papers, all are available. Just take out that one sample paper and solve it. I promise you, it will take only 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Read the passage carefully and then follow the pattern, follow the system and do this, okay? Now the point number 2, follow the traditional method. What was the traditional method? That was of skimming and scanning. Let me clarify what is skimming. Skimming means reading the passage. Read the passage fast, understand it, read the questions and then find out the answers. This was the traditional method, okay? But now the pattern is changed. So we are going to follow this third point, that is bottom up approach. What is this bottom up approach? Bottom up approach means you can read the question first and then see the para, because paras are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and remember that as paras are sequenced, likewise the questions are also sequenced. So if you see question number 1, question number 2, so I promise that you will get answer of those 1 or 2 questions from para number 1 or para number 2. In 99% cases I have noticed that the questions and paras are sequenced, okay? So read the passage, read the question first, question number 1. Now check the para number 1, para number 2, you have to check both. And just while you are reading that, you have a pencil with you, okay? Because the invigilator will be there in your class and there is a rule that you cannot write anything while you are reading the paper. So just have a pencil and put a simple dot or something, any mark that you can remember later on when you are getting the notebook or answer sheet, you can write that. So bottom up approach means read the question first, read 1 or 2 paras, okay, and then find out the answers. Because this year you are going to get MCQs, so please underline the main points, the main ideas, okay? Now comes the next, that is delete or eliminate unwanted words or phrase. While we read the passage, what happens that we are given 1,000 words passage, a long passage is there. And reading and completing all that is a tedious job actually. It takes a lot of time. Okay, so we have to just make the things short. So delete or eliminate unwanted words or phrase means the words or phrase that you think are not so important, you can just cancel them. Okay, delete them, eliminate them, avoid them. Number 5, that is eye, hand and brain coordination. That is very important point. While you are solving MCQs, read the question, there you check 4 options, and possibly the options may look similar. You can think that A is correct, B is correct, C and D all are looking correct options. So now while you are reading the passage, reading the para, you have to use this eye, hand and brain coordination. Reading it, now getting the meaning of that, understanding it, and having a pen. Hand coordination means having a pen or pencil and just put a dot or any mark so that you can understand it later on. Focus on understanding. Point number 6 is focus on understanding. It happens, my dear children, that when the para is a big one, that if it is not interesting, uninteresting or dull or complicated, because many times it happens that we are stuck in one word or in one line and we leave it. Okay, so we have to be very attentive. Focus yourself. Okay, don't divert your mind. Focus yourself to that particular line, to that particular para. Understand it properly, thoroughly, and after understanding that part, make a gist, make a central idea of that particular para and then answer accordingly. And the 7th point is improve reading speed with understanding the passage. Improve reading speed with understanding the passage. That is very crucial. Reading speed. This unseen passage is not only for this 9 to 12 examination. In other competitive exam also you will find the unseen passages. And long unseen passages are there. So if you don't follow this rule number 1, that read the solved passage, because if you read more, as you have heard this saying that practice makes a man perfect. So the more you read, the better your performance will be, the more confidence you will gain. Okay, so improve reading speed with understanding the passage. It means solve maximum number of unseen passages, maximum number of paras, so that you can gain confidence. You can enhance your vocab, word meaning, vocabulary. Got it? Because many a time it is there that we are just finding the meaning from the dictionary or from the Google or mobile and all. So avoid that. Try to guess the meaning of that particular word. Yes, try to guess, because if you read the line, you need not to find the word from the dictionary. Automatically it comes in your mind that it may be the possible meaning or possible answer for that. So yes, this point is very important, that you have to speed up yourself with reading, and at the same time you have to understand the para also. Now the last point is that do not move your lips while reading. It slows you down. Yes, don't move your lips. Silent reading is very important. If you want to follow this point number 7, that is improve reading speed, so that can be enhanced only when you are reading silently. Yes, so read silently, understand the passage well, and then after try to solve it. Got it? So let me recall again all those important points. First of all, read the solved passage. That is for practice that you can do in those coming up months, 2-3 months. Then follow the traditional method. Traditional method was that of skimming and scanning. Skimming means reading the passage, and scanning means reading the question and then trying to find out the answer. Okay, reading the passage and you are just trying to find out the passage, that is scanning. Skimming and scanning. Then bottom up approach. This is a new pattern actually, that you can just read the question first without reading the passage, without reading the para. Read the question first and then read the para and find out the answer by just ticking them. Then delete or eliminate unwanted words, means those words which you think are not important. They appear like junk. Okay, so you just avoid them, don't read them. And then eye, hand and brain coordination. While you are reading the para, keep your pen or pencil with you, underline those things and keep yourself aware of those the question that you have read already, and just underline the word. Focus on understanding. If the passage is dull, uninteresting or complicated, please be very attentive that yeah, I have to read it thoroughly with proper understanding, and then improve reading speed with understanding the passage. So you have to improve your reading habit, and that can be done only when you are reading a lot. Make a habit of reading a lot. And the last one is that please make a silent reading. So it was a part, but before I complete this video, let me clarify one more thing. Many a times it has been observed that children miss that question number 1 and 2, that is unseen passage. Why? The reason is that they don't follow that 15 minutes time wala procedure. Board has allowed you the 15 minutes time for reading the passage, reading the question paper, and I request you to just read that passages, especially for class 11 and 12 this year. Class 12 there is no note making, but class 11 it is there, note making is there, but with unseen passages. So please use that 15 minutes time for your reading the passage, finding out the answers, underlining those answers, understand, following these tricks, okay? And as soon as you get your answer sheet, start your question number 1 or 2, that is unseen passage. So if you follow this, I hope, I wish, I pray that you will get full marks. So this was from my side, my dear children. God bless and thank you.